Good morning and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Today we are going to continue our journey with the safety energy locations, or SELs. And safety energy locations are little areas on the body that tend to get congested because of our lifestyle, our diet, environment, daily stresses, or even older and genetic stuff. And so we have 26 on the right side and 26 on the left side. And today we will talk about safety energy location 9 through 12. And each of them have a spiritual meaning and physical meaning. And so we will explore and see what it feels like to us. So the first one is SEL 9, and SEL 9 is at the bottom of the shoulder blade. So I'm going to show it to you where it is exactly. It's located right here. So see if you can reach that. This is SEL 26, and then this is SEL 9. It's at the bottom of the shoulder blade. So you can go a little bit lower or a little bit higher. See what feels good to you, and you can hook in your fingers and see if there's any tightness there. You can go as close to the spine as you can get, or go all the way to the shoulder blade. Both are SELs 9. So if this is impossible for you to reach, then you can hold SEL 19 for self-help. And SEL 19 is located on the thumb side, right here at the elbow joint. So you can hold those. Myself, I'm going to hold 19. I'm going to take this opportunity. You can also hold 1, 9 and 1, 19 like this, helping and clearing the 9s. 9, they all have a spiritual meaning, and the spiritual meaning of 9, and I'm reading from the Art of Jin Shin. SEL 9 meaning endings, meaning the end of a cycle to begin anew, which is 10 above. It's very important to end situations properly. It could be, for example, if you're moving and you have a new beginning coming up, it's very important that SEL 9 is open so that we can have a smooth transition into our new beginnings. SEL 9 helps chest congestion, it helps the feet, and it helps the opposite hip. So for any foot project, you can hold the 9 and see if you can find the cause in the 9. It can be the right side or the left side. So again, explore for yourself what feels good for you. If you're holding both 9s, it's almost like giving yourself a hug, which is nice. 9s help to clear the waistline, and the waistline helps to calm our mind. So yeah, see if you can just take a few breaths here and open up these 9s. Again, very important to end the cycle, and as the energy moves up the back to clear the 10, which is above, it's important that the 9 is open. So otherwise the energy starts to reverse and starts to back up into 9 or even lower. So opening up to 9, helping our breathing and helping the inhale so that we can easily clear 10. And often when 10 is blocked, we can go to 9 to clear it. So let's take one more breath here and then gently move our hand up to SEL 10. I'm going to show that one to you too. SEL 10, so if this is 9, then SEL 10 is right above it. Again, you can hook in your fingers to see if there's any tightness or congestion there. And for self-help, the hold is SEL high 19. So you can hold both high 19s or hold 1, 10 and 1 high 19. SEL 10 spiritual meaning is the beginning of a new cycle. It's called beginnings, and it brings in the new. And it's very important to first let go and exhale so that we can inhale and receive and bring in the new. It's also very important that SEL 9 is open as the energy moves up the back. If 9 is blocked, the energy cannot ascend into 10. So 9 and 10, both very important to the lungs. If you have chest congestion, asthma, bronchitis, any kind of lung or chest project, SEL 9 and 10 is critical. SEL 10 clears the chest line, harmonizing our feelings and our emotions, helping the heart. And if we have a heart project, you actually can go right on the left 10, since the heart organ is located on the left side. So if we're thinking of actual organs, then you can go to that side. So again, for heart projects, blood pressure, holding the left 10. And we can also place our hand from the high 19 on the opposite high 1. In this way, we're helping our knees, the hips. And often when we have a knee project, we can go to the opposite shoulder to find the cause. So if this is the case and you have a knee project and your opposite 10 is tight, by holding the 1, you give it an escape route. You give it a place to go. This is actually how I got into the art of Jin Shin, with a knee project, and I often had to clear the opposite shoulder. Tension in the opposite shoulder can cause knee projects. Again, SEL 10 also helping the throat and the voice, communication, as well as if there are actual throat projects like laryngitis or allergies, then SEL 10. If you're a singer, this is great for singers. It's important that SEL 10 is open. Let's take one more breath here and making sure that we are comfortable. 9s and 10s also help the bladder flow, because the bladder flow moves down the back in 3 lines. All the way from close to the spine to very lateral where the blade is. And we can also hold the 10 on the blade. 10 is such a wonderful location. If this is 10 right on the outside of the blade, we can also comb our fingers back onto the blade, and often we can find some congestion there on the blade. So check that out, see if there's any fullness. And you definitely want to clear all of it. When all 26 safety energy locations are open, there's harmony all over. There's harmony within and without. So very important to get to know and harmonize your SELs. And then moving along to SELs 11, which is very much a favorite. It's the top of the shoulders. And SELs 11, harmonize stress. The meaning is unloading, and we literally unload with the exhale. We let go of everything we don't need in our lives. Mary Burmeister is who brought the art of Jin Shin to the West, to the United States. She always said, she spent a lot of time on the 11s, and she always said that she never found any good antiques there. So this is where we tend to hold on to our antiques and any old stuff we don't need. So if you are stressed, you may feel that the right side is tighter, right 11, because the right side tells us about our lifestyle, and it's where we pile up stress. The left side is more older. So again, get to know your body and understand exactly what's going on at any time, and then your body really starts to tell a story. We can learn so much from listening to our body, and by getting to know these safety energy locations, that's exactly what we're doing. We're getting to know our body right in the here and now. SELs 11 help shoulder and neck tension, the arms and the hands, because a lot of the nerves that come from the spine go into the arms and hands. So we can place our fingers close to the spine here at T1, and I'm going to just show this to you also. T1 is located right here at the top of the shoulder, And there are many flow patterns that move through T1 and then go into the arms. So that's why if you have numbness or any project with the arms, to check the 11s. If it's more comfortable, you can also cross your arms like this. Always with the art of Jin Shin, make it comfortable so that we're not straining and stressing, and that the energy can move freely. And then make the observation if you can feel a transformation in these locations, if they're becoming softer. Tight muscles means congestion, so when we're holding it, it opens up and the areas become softer. And listening for the pulsation, listening for the energy moving and spiraling. SEL 11 also helps to clear the hip line, so for any hip projects and elimination projects, the 11s are very, very important. And then moving up to SEL 12, which is the middle of the neck, meaning surrender to something greater than ourselves, which is connecting us to universal energy. That's what surrendering means. So that's a wonderful location and really tells us a lot about ourselves. It really tells us about my own will instead of letting go and surrendering to this greater source. So if my will is really in the way, my will, and we're pushing and forcing, then we will find that right on our 12s. 12s helps to clear the waistline, so calming the mind, telling us about us being human beings, our individual body. Our intellect lives there and our executive functioning, us using our brains. Very important. Again, if it's more comfortable, we can cross our arms. 12s help the neck, the hips, and the arms. Also, again, because all these nerves come out from the spine. And I want to share with you one hold, and I'm inviting you to practice along to help with depression and anxiety. And so we're going to place our hand on the opposite 12, so you can go around like this or come around like this. Again, 12 is here at the middle of the neck, right here. And then the other hand, we're going to place it on the sits bone, as if you are sitting on your hand. So that's 12 and 25. And I like to hold it like this because it's a heart opener as well. But again, if it's more comfortable, you can come around like this. You can use a pillow to make yourself comfortable. This is the first step of the bladder flow, and the bladder flow helps with anxiety, depression, helps the back, helps muscles, tension and stress. And I wanted to share this hold because we see so many projects today, anxiety, panic, and depression. So remember this hold. You can practice the other side as well. Always go to the side that feels more congested to you and just hold it for a couple of minutes and feel for the transformation. Our bodies change so quickly with every exhale and inhale. There is a new beginning. We completely renew. So you can hold it for a moment or a couple of minutes or even 20 minutes. You be the artist and see what feels good to you. When you practice for a moment, you're practicing the art of Jin Shin, and using our hands is what it's all about. I do have a workshop coming up, June 15. For those of you who would like to learn to practice on others, I invite you to join, and we will put the link in the comments. And if you like this video, please like it, share it with friends. And I really am so grateful that all of you are learning and practicing along with me. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you all next week.